should start questioning that.
And for every time the NLC comes out to say they want better conditions of work, they want some more benefits from the federal government, more attention is faced on the central. What is the place of the NLC in, looking at the subnationals in improving the conditions of work?
I think there should be more stakeholder engagement, even by labor, by NLC, at the subnational level. I think this is my perception. I may be wrong. NLC is stronger at the center. At the subnational level, the push is not really that strong. I think NLC should empower its people to even engage in state negotiation, discussing some of these things. Most things are usually pushed to the center. Let the representatives of NLC at various states, at various tiers, at various levels, engage continuously with the government. Having a fair and good workplace, it's not only at the central, but unfortunately, I think that NLC needs more engagement at the grassroots level, at the state level, at the local government level, to infuse better ideology of better workplace. Some of the decisions taken centrally rather affect the states and the local government, even more than the central. So I believe NLC should, start focusing more on states and local government engagement, stakeholder engagement, which I believe will yield better results.
Right. Taking this beyond what the NLC, the federal government, organized private sector, are talking about, in terms of haggling for the exact amount for the minimum wage. It goes beyond that to the ordinary man on the street, because there are some people who are actually waiting for the minimum wage to go up, so much so that they are ready to inflate the prices of their goods and services. So exactly, and then the landlord is also, waiting for, all of these things to materialize, and then they begin to inflate their prices and all of that. So what is the role of the common man here and the bystanders who are watching that, okay, we'll see what they come out with, and then we'll do what we want to do? What is the role of the bystanders here who are observing? How do you address this?
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, we have a wrong national psyche. Increase in minimum wage should not trigger people like the landlords to come and say, okay, because you are earning more, you should pay more. What is the correlation? I'm staying in 3-bedroom, I am paying you X amount, and because you learned that my minimum wage has increased, I should come and pay you more. I think we have this national psyche of taking advantage of situations, which I think we should address. The way I think that should be addressed is to ensure that there are standardization for prices and transactions, standards, even between individuals. When the common man, I quite agree with you that by the time this minimum wage goes up, there will be inflationary reactions. I agree with you. But we should come to the fact that what is the correlation? What is the correlation? Is it cost push for those that are increasing the prices? Or in what way would they come up and say, okay, I'm going to increase price because there is increase in minimum wage? They want to say that, yes, because there's increase in minimum wage, we also are going to increase wages for our staff. Well, that is okay. But, directly linking it to minimum wage, I think it's a wrong psyche for us. And my message to everyone who is doing that is to try as much as possible. Let's have fairness and let us be humane. Let us be humane. Let's look at the other person. Let's look at life. Let's make life easy for ourselves. During Salah, at a point I experimented, a ram was sold for 350,000. And I went to same location a week after Salah. The same ram was being for 150,000. So what is the correlation there? I think we need to adjust our national psyche to be more humane than taking advantage of one another.
So the argument they will now give, others will give, is that, okay, let the government fix the price of goods and services. I mean, goods, let the government get into the markets and regulate the prices, as argued by, you know, one of the senior advocates of Nigeria in this country. So do you feel that there is need for governments to take charge of what goes on, you know, when it comes to transactions between buyers and sellers, in terms of the amount or the price or the cost they are fixing for certain goods?
I subscribe to that. There should be price control system in Nigeria, and the FCCPC should be responsible for that. They should be stringent on that. You know, there should be price control of items. You know, well, you just leave a range above which people cannot go. Because if you leave it to people, you'll be so surprised. I don't know whether you have experienced this. You can go to filling stations which are just 100 or 200 meters apart, and you see the price difference of about 50 naira. And you'll be so shocked that why, I mean, just you're buying, and some of them will tell you they're buying from different sources, which is not true. You know, so I subscribe to the fact that there should be strong monitoring and evaluation of prices of items. There should be survey intelligence. There should be price intelligence board where people will know that this price should not go above this. And there should, when it goes above that, there should be a way of reporting to the FCCPC that there is a price change here. Unfortunately, most times we think FCCPC doesn't work, but it does. I have experienced it before. So this is a government institution that we should leverage on their capabilities to address this issue.
That's right. He was being from Abuja studio, MD, CEO, Exitom Consulting Limited, and an HR expert, as well as labor advisor, Adeyemi Ajayi. Thank you so much.